Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. TeknoTalks here. So in front of us today we do have a mobile gaming controller by EasySMX. This is going to be their M05 model, and so without further ado, let's go ahead and check this out. I have previously used a couple of other mobile game controllers, and so I'm actually super excited to check this one out as well. It's very enjoyable to be able to use your phone as a gaming device, especially with the added perk of having all the buttons in front of your hands. So the packaging looks really nice. We do have a nice little image of what the product looks like. We have some information regarding all the software that you can use with it, like Game Pass, Stadia, Steam, GeForce Now, Luna. And then on the back side, we do get some more information regarding the controller. But other than that, we don't really have much else on the outside. So opening this up, all we have to do is just open one of the tabs and pull the controller out. Here we have our controller. Doesn't seem like we have anything else inside. So putting this to the side. Here is a first look at our controller. So this controller is looking really nice. I am really loving the white color on this. It looks really nice. We do get a user manual right here, which you can actually check up on. You might want to use this, but I've already figured out how to do everything, so I don't need this. And then on the inside, we obviously have our controller. So first look, feels really nice in the hand. It is not too heavy. It's actually very light. It is a plastic build, obviously, but it still does feel very sturdy, but again, very light, which is really nice. It doesn't add too much weight to your device, obviously, because of the lightness. And overall, the fit and feeling is really good. It's not too large, it's not too small, and it does fit very well in my hand. Obviously, we do have all of our buttons here. We have our X, Y, B, A, and then we do have our options button, our menu buttons. We do have some special buttons. I believe these are just for the controller. And then we have our joysticks, our D-pad, and a USB-C port right here, and that is so you can use it with either your iPhone or your Android device. This will be more compatible with a lot more Android devices because we've had USB-C for a while, but again, with your 15 series of iPhones, you could probably use this. On the back, we do get two more buttons. These are probably customizable, M1, M2, and other than that, really not much else to it. So let's actually go ahead and use this controller. Alright, so one thing I did figure out is that you do need this MUI gaming app. This actually allows your controller to work with all of your apps, and to connect it, all you have to do is just connect your controller to it. Once you plug it in, everything connects. In the beginning, you do have to connect it to your Bluetooth, but after you do that once, you don't have to do that anymore. So placing our phone inside should be fairly easy. All we have to do is probably just line it up right here, and then if we do go ahead and pull the controller, boom, and now it is plugged in. As you can see, we do have a light right here. We have a greenish yellowish light, but other than that, everything is connected. We do have some options once the controller connects. As you can see, we have an option list right here to actually edit our keys, but I'm just going to go ahead and click save and exit. And it also did recognize some of the games we have right here, so like Call of Duty and Minecraft. However, these are not the games I'm going to use. Alright, taking a look at some of the settings, one of the first things that you should go ahead and do, should automatically be selected, is change the game mode to wired HID mode. So this is for native games that control native controllers. However, you do have all of these modes right here, which is really nice. They have this direct play mode, which basically allows you to map all your buttons for games that don't support controllers, and so that is a very nice feature as well. However, I am going to be using wired HID mode. Alright, so as you can see, everything is connected up right now. I am able to control my home screen with this. So let's go ahead and actually pop into a game that does support controller. Alright, starting off, I do have Brawlhalla right here. I'm not the best at this game. I actually did download this just to be able to play with like these mobile controllers. But again, you are able to control everything with your controller. As you can see, everything is connected. And so let's go ahead and actually play an offline game. So I'll go ahead and choose tournament, and then we'll choose one of these characters. And we can now start the battle. So go ahead and click ready to battle. It's opening up the single print tournament. And then we'll go ahead and load into the game. Alright, so I did pop into the game, and as you can see, we are able to use the controller with all the buttons, and we are not missing out on any of the features. That is because this game is native for controller, which is super nice. There are other games like this as well. You can go ahead and actually check them out. Check out some more native games like Warzone, for example, Call of Duty Mobile Warzone, or the regular Call of Duty Mobile. However, you will have to just check games that are actually supported with controller. But again, if they are not supported by controller, you can actually use their direct play mode, which allows you to buy maps. So let's actually go ahead and pop into our next app, which is going to be Game Pass, and this is going to be using Xbox's own game service. All right, so I'm currently in the Xbox Game Pass app, and as you can see, we have tons of apps right here. You are able to play all of these apps natively with the controller. These are all cloud games, so it does depend on your Wi-Fi how well everything works. But again, if you do have a good Wi-Fi connection, you're able to play a lot of these games right here, which is super nice. Most of these are console games, which would regularly not run on your phone. However, with these cloud features now, like for example, Steam's cloud feature or Stadia, which doesn't really exist anymore, GeForce Now, and also Xbox Game Pass, you're able to play all these games on your mobile device. And then with the addition of a mobile game controller like this, it's going to be so much better. So let's actually go ahead and hop into a game. All right, so here is a game I loaded up. This is an actual game that I tested out on this device. This is not an FPS game, so this will actually work better with your device, as it does use an internet connection to actually play these games. And so if you don't have a good connection, FPS games won't run well. So what I'd recommend is mainly to play like these story mode games, maybe for example like God of War, or you can also play Tomb Raider, or you can play like these very simple games which will function really well with this controller. As you can see, I'll go ahead and move forward, let go, move forward, let go, click X, and it's very fast and nice. So overall, this does depend on your Wi-Fi connection, but again, as you can see, everything does function well. All the buttons work, and you're able to use everything on the controller inside of this game. So let's go ahead and actually pop into another game. And now we are launching Tomb Raider. This is going to be a more graphically intense game, so I wonder how your Wi-Fi is going to handle it. But again, these don't run natively on your device. These are all cloud-based games, and so it's really nice to be able to use a controller with this. All right, so we're now loaded in. Once again, we are able to use our controller with this game. So if we do go ahead and run and jump, as you can see, all the functions work really nice. And again, we'll go ahead and run and jump over here. So you're able to play a triple game with a mobile device, and with the addition of obviously the controller, it's a lot better experience. So if we do go ahead and test it out, left, right, very slight lag, and once again, this is dependent on your internet. All the other games, all native games that you can play on your device that are connected to your controller, obviously they're not going to be lagging with the way that you move around because they are native. However, since this is a cloud-based game, it does lag a little. Once again, there are tons of games that support mobile controllers right now. It's been increasing as every day goes by, and so it's really nice to see something like this that you can implement with your mobile device and you can carry around with you. You don't have to go out and get a Nintendo Switch or anything like that. You can go out and use one of these and maybe pop in an emulator and actually play some more games like that. But again, this is a really nice device. All right, so before I end this video off, I do want to talk about one final thing. We do have a USB-C charging port that is going to be on the right side. It does support 15 watts of fast charging, so pretty decent. Not the best, but again, it's not the slowest either, and it is pretty fast. When you're playing games, you won't be losing any battery. It'll just charge up, which is super nice, as your USB-C charging port is being covered up with the game controller. Overall, a really nice game controller. It does feel very nice in the hand. It doesn't add too much bulk to it, and it is very portable. All you have to do is just take it off, and boom, that's it. It gets a little smaller. It's actually very similar to my S24 Ultra, just a tad bit taller, but again, very nice and slim profile, plus very lightweight, so you can carry this around with you whenever you're traveling. So that will basically wrap it up for this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you do want to check this product out, there will be a link in the description. So see y'all in the next one.